Alright, this is going to be a hopefully quick video on how to remove your upper intake from a 1987 Toyota 4runner 22RE. I'll start by saying I have deleted my EGR system and my IACV valve, so some of my stuff is already missing that you will have on there that you'll need to take off. The basic principle is take off all your, pretty much everything that's connected to this. Most of the things are going to be vacuum hoses, so you'll have vacuum hoses here. And then you'll want to start by getting your throttle body ready to come off. You're going to have three 12mm bolts, 1, 2, and then there's one down here, and then a 12mm nut on the stud here. You'll take those apart, you'll unhook your throttle linkage, and then there's two 12mm bolts here that hold the bracket on. You'll take those off. I put my bolts in a little magnet so they don't get lost, and then just set your throttle cable aside. And then you'll have, I deleted my IACV, but if yours was there, you would unhook your air passage here. You would unhook your coolant hose from there. There's two bolts way in the back here that you would unhook if you were taking the IACV with you. If you want to leave it there, then just unhook your air hoses and your coolant hose. From there, you're going to unhook your throttle position sensor, just the electrical connector. You don't have to take it off. You've got this hose that goes to that actuator screw, vacuum hose. You're going to take that off. Well, maybe we'll take it off from this side. That'll be easier. That's off. And I think we would be ready to take our throttle body off at that point. So we'll just put this somewhere safe. And then the next thing is just continue on with your vacuum hose journey. You're going to take off your breather hose. One of these is for AC and one is for power steering. Probably don't need to know which. These two that go to like a vacuum switching valve, you take those off. Then you can just spin this actuator screw all the way out. I think, what did I do there? I think that was a 10mm. Put that in your magnet so it doesn't get lost. What do we have next? You'll have an air hose here that goes to the other side of your IACV. Mine's capped off, but you would just disconnect that. Disconnect your cold start injector cable, your brake booster hose, your PCV hose. There's two 10mm bolts that hold your cold start injector in. You'll take those out. There's a gasket here, which I did not know. I'm hoping I can get that off gently and reuse it. And then you've got, this is a 3-port vacuum thing back here. I only have 2 because again my EGR is gone. So you take those off. And then this was, I think, a 24mm socket to get that off. And I think everything is disconnected. If I forgot anything, just disconnect it. Like, there's no choice. You have to disconnect everything. Then you come around here and you're gonna have, these are all 12mm as well. One here. This is just a nut. That's a bolt, a bolt, a bolt, a bolt. There's another one back in here. And there's another nut down here. And this holds a couple connectors. So just remember where those go. And you are all disconnected and ready to go. And then your next step, there is a gasket here too. I'll put the part number in the description because I don't know it offhand, but you'll need this gasket. I'm only taking the top off because I've heard that the bottom part of it is a pain in the ass, and I am not ready to do that yet today. So I'm just going to take the top part off. So you only need the one gasket. If you were going to do the whole thing, there's another gasket down in the lower intake that you would need to take off. But for now, just worry about that one. And then I'm gonna go spray this out, scrub it, put it in the Cuda, and then I'll show you how I do that at this next part. So this is the current state of things. Wire brush. And yeah, this is a lot worse than I thought. I'm just trying to scrub it as best as possible. But I mean, that is what we're up against. So I'm just gonna scrub it out and try to loosen as much of that stuff as I can before I put it in the washer. Last but not least, I got it in the parts washer, and I'm hoping that it gets clean because it was really bad. Turn her on, let's see. Okay. Okay, so the outside is a lot cleaner. The start of these passages are cleaner. Did not work the miracle inside that I was hoping for. Let's see here. It's still gross, really gross, but it's better than it was, I can tell you that.